Hello, this is Izzy Baughn with JHS The Warning, and we're back once again on game day to interview head coach Randy Coleman. Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Izzy.
Well, Coach, first talk a little bit about the drive and the character of the team. They were down 28-0 very early, but they fought until the final whistle blew. We're going to need to see that tonight, so tell us a little bit about it.
Well, yeah, it was a very bad beginning to the game last week. Getting down 28-0, and then we battled back and cut it 28-21, and just kind of. Just as our season has gone, once we kind of close the gap and get within striking distance, and we did so, moving Chunky to running back, and then Chunky cramps, and he was out of the game from there, and it just kind of went away from us then. But I think it says a lot about our kids and how they continue to fight no matter what the score is. And, getting down 28-0 like we did, you could have very easily given up, but they didn't, and they continued to battle to the very end, and hopefully we can use some of that momentum into tonight's game.
For sure, we're hoping to see that battle mentality through the whole game. Well, unfortunately, we suffered more injuries on Thursday night's matchup against the Marion Patriots. So what happened to those players, and how do we plan to fill their big shoes?
Okay, well, A.J. Aycock suffered a sprained MCL and bruised ligaments in the knee. Nothing severe as far as long term. Probably won't play tonight. So we'll go with Tyson, who is coming back from a broken leg, and he injured the big toe on his other foot Thursday night as well. Rasan Kazadi, back in the spring when he lived in Waco, broke his leg, and he had a rod put in, and the injury he suffered Thursday night it's really unexplainable right now, but they don't really know for sure, but something in the area where the rod is, there's some tenderness, and so he's out. And then Dryden Bartels, in the last two games has caught 3 touchdown passes. Thursday night he had 7 catches for 129 yards and a touchdown. And played basically the fourth quarter with a broken collarbone. So he's out. So we have 21 players that have missed at least one game this year, and we've had 9 that are out for the season. So, nobody's going to feel sorry for us. I know Russellville's not going to feel sorry for us. We've got to just find some guys that can go and compete and do the best they can and execute and see if we can get a win.
For sure. Well, we hate to hear that, but we hope to see them back, some of them back next season. Well, Russellville is 5-5 as well as the Golden Hurricane. So, has practice this week given you much confidence in tonight's game?
Yeah, I think we've had a great week of practice. We really have, and obviously due to injuries, we're having to do a few things different. There's going to be some guys that are going to play that haven't played a whole lot. We're going to play our 6th running back tonight, and so it's just a different challenge, and one that we've got to address and we've got to face, and we've got to go into it full speed and see what happens. But it's definitely an interesting matchup. Russellville's young. They've continued to get better as the year's gone on. And we've had our struggles as the year has gone on. So it's an interesting matchup, and it's an interesting matchup for other reasons, because research tells us that Jonesboro and Russellville haven't played since 1947. So it's going to be the first time in 70 years, and it's amazing that Jonesboro and Russellville haven't played, but we're going to get to tonight.
Absolutely. That's super exciting. Well, what would you say is Russellville's biggest strength, and how have we planned to overcome that?
Well, offensively, their biggest strength is they throw the ball really well. They do things similar to Marion, what we saw last week, and we gave up 48 against Marion. So, they pose interesting problem because they'll motion the running back out of the backfield. They'll go quads or 4 receivers to one side of the formation. Special teams, they will onside kick about every time. They will not line up in a punt formation. If they punt, the quarterback will punt. Defensively, they'll play man in the secondary or press man and blitz a lot of people. So it's stuff that offensively we've seen even as recent as last week, but defensively we haven't seen anything like it. So it's been an interesting week of preparation, but a fun week of preparation, and the kids have practiced really well.
Awesome. Something new to see and expect tonight. Well, Coach, we have still yet to get a road win. So going into the playoffs, do you think that we have the motivation to clinch our first road victory?
Yeah, I definitely think we have the motivation. It all comes down to execution. Last week against Marion, we turned it over 4 times. They don't turn it over at all. They are 10 out of 14 on 3rd down. So, without Chunky in the backfield, we couldn't run the ball, which means we weren't converting 3rd down. So, it's one of those deals. It doesn't matter if we're at home, on the road, wherever. You've got to execute the details, and we've got to be better at those areas. We're going to have to run the ball some tonight, and we're going to have to get them off the field by making them punt or not converting on 3rd or 4th down. And we'll see what happens. But I think our guys have had a great week of practice. They're motivated. This is the first time since I've been at Jonesboro that we've played a first-round playoff game on the road. So this is something we're not used to, but it's a fun challenge, and we're excited about it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what is our game plan tonight as we take on the Cyclones? And has there been any major changes in practice? I know we're battling through injuries, so that's caused some changes, but what else have we changed?
Well, the biggest changes are going to be there's going to be guys playing on both sides of the ball. Last week after Raw was injured, Tate Lutz played both receiver and cornerback. Tate will play in the secondary again tonight. He'll start both at receiver and corner. Jake Slayton will play some on defense. Offensively, you're going to see some different faces. Jerrion Green is that 6th running back that we were talking about. May see Asa Sharon as a tight end while we move Jake Slayton to receiver with the possibilities of moving Chunky to running back and Dryden Bartels being out with injury. So we're just going to have to shuffle some people around and see what the best kind of fit together is. And we got to do it quickly because, in games this year when we've gotten off to a slow start, we've struggled to finish. So those are the big key changes. And then just as far as what we've emphasized all week is, what we talked about earlier. We can't turn it over. We're going to have to force some turnovers. We've got to run the ball. And we got to get them off the field on 3rd down.
Well, we will definitely be looking for that tonight. Thank you so much for sitting down with us and giving a bit of your time each week, and we wish you the best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Izzy.
We wish that you would come out and support in Russellville, make the drive, and watch the Hurricane take on the Cyclones tonight at 7 p.m. Thank you.